Hi guys, welcome to Sample Tools by CR2, and today we're going to start with showing you some tips and tricks from the latest EDM pack. Now what we want to start with is fat kicks. How do we get those fat EDM kicks? You know, what techniques are they using? There's probably a few different ways, but this is one way that I've kind of created myself, which I think you guys will find really useful. So what I've done with is I've started with an 808 kick. Okay, so an 808 kick, for those of you who don't know, comes from the 808 drum machine, and what's great about it is that you can tune it to your track. So you can tune it to the bass line, you can tune it to the rest of the synths and melodies, just because of the nature of the way it sounds. It's basically a sine wave. So have a listen to it here. And you can hear it has quite a distinct note. Now, as good as that 808 is, it doesn't have a lot of character. It just sounds a bit dead. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to add is Saturn, FabFilter Saturn. Now, this is a multi-band saturation tool. What that means is I can saturate different frequency bands. So on this band here, I've just got some warm tape, and that's just kind of fattening up the low end a little bit. And on this band here, I've also got some warm tape, but I've turned the drive up to almost 100%. So let's just listen to the two bands. So you can see that's just the sub. And then here, we've got the sort of the click. So together, and without, and with. Definitely bringing out a lot more character from that very simple sine wave. But in my opinion, that just wasn't enough. It just wasn't really cutting the mustard for me. So I added a bit of overdrive, and this is just Logic's native overdrive plugin. And that gave it this really nice kind of belly. It gave it this real beef, and took it to that kind of EDM place. Now, bit of drive, took the output down a bit and put level compensation on. So without. Now I love that, but one of the issues I was having was there were too many mids coming through. So I'm just using a Pro Q2 here to cut up, well, I guess they're low mids, around 300, which I tend to have a problem with in kicks anyway. Now how much low you cut out is up to you. I think we could probably back off this just a little. Now I know it's not as punchy as it was before, but don't worry, because we're about to layer it with a 909. So let's just listen to the 909. 909 doesn't really have as much of a note. I did try and tune this one to the kick we have. Could probably come down and sense ever so slightly. But it's got a nice click to it, it's got a nice punch. Again, I applied an EQ. Added some punch, took some mids out, cleaned it up a bit and rolled off some of the low end. Now together, they sound nice. This 808's really providing that low kind of warmness, and this is providing the punch on the top, which is really necessary for it to cut through on all different kinds of systems. Last but not least, just a little bit of compression. I like using the UAD 1176. I think it sounds great. It's just a bit of subtle compression, slow attack, fast release. Just kind of squeezing it together ever so slightly. Okay guys, there you have it. That's how to create your fat EDM kicks. I'll see you in the next tutorial.
Remember, at Sample Tools by CR2, we also offer a mix and mastering service. Just head over to www.sampletoolsbycr2.com, click on the mastering tab, and you'll find our range of services there.